remain standing. Welcome to the 2013 spring commencement exercises. This is a very special day in the lives of those receiving degrees from ATSU, as well as their families. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, the faculty, and the staff of this fine institution, I thank you for joining us in honoring these outstanding graduates and their great achievements. Please remain standing while Dr. Tim Ernst, Chair of the Kirksville College of Osteopathic Medicine Faculty Senate, leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance, which will be followed by the medleys singing America the Beautiful.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for heroes proved in liberating strife, who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life. America, America, may God thy gold refine, till all success be nobleness, and every gain divine. Oh, beautiful for patriot's dream that sees beyond the years, thine alabaster cities gleam, undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Wonderful, wasn't that great? It's now an honor to introduce Mr. Ronald Winkler, member of the A.T. Still University of Health Sciences Board of Trustees, to give a welcome from the board.
Thank you, Dr. Manis. Welcome to all on behalf of the Board of Trustees of A.T. Still University. This is the 177th commencement of the Kirksville College of Osteopathic Medicine. Established in 1892 by Dr. A.T. Still, the university, ATSU, began as the nation's first college of osteopathic medicine. Since then, ATSU has grown from a single discipline school on one campus in Kirksville, Missouri, to a multi-discipline university with two campuses, one in Kirksville and one in Mesa, Arizona, as well as online. Our students and faculty are part of a distinguished heritage of humanistic healthcare based on the integrated approach that begins with the belief in the interactions of the body, mind, and spirit, and continues with the understanding of how these dimensions can be treated holistically. Each program, from audiology to dentistry, family practice to public health, integrates the principles of the whole person care into its curriculum. I congratulate each and every graduate. I hope you will carry with you the good memories and skills from your time at KCOM. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Winkler, for everything you do as well as your leadership. At this time, I would like to introduce the Dean of the Kirksville College of Osteopathic Medicine, Dr. Margaret Wilson.
Thank you, Dr. McManus. And welcome. What a wonderful day. What a great day to celebrate. What a beautiful day. And we're just so proud of this class of 2013. Let me take a few moments to make a few introductions. Please hold your applause until I've introduced the entire stage party. And if you could please remain standing as I call your name. Beginning on my far right, Dr. William Sexton, Professor of Physiology and Chair of the Biomedical Sciences Program, Graduation Marshal. Dr. Maria Evans, Associate Professor of Internal Medicine, Graduation Marshal. Dr. Paul Williams, Honorary Degree Recipient. Dr. Michael Willman, Honorary Degree Recipient. Dr. Michael McManus, Interim Senior Vice President, Academic Affairs. Dr. Frederick Watson, President of the Kirksville Osteopathic Alumni Association Board of Directors. On my far left, Dr. Fred Peterson, Chair and Professor of Physiology and today's Grand Marshal. Dr. Jeffrey Suzowitz, Associate Dean of Clinical Educational Affairs and presenter of the candidates today. Dr. Tim Ernst, Class of 1990, Chair of the Kirksville College of Osteopathic Medicine Faculty Senate and Associate Professor of Surgery. Dr. Dorothy Munch, Class of 1985, and member of the A.T. Still University Board of Trustees. Mr. Ronald Winkler, member of the A.T. Still University Board of Trustees. Dr. J.D. Polk, Principal Deputy Assistant Secretary for Health Affairs, Deputy Chief Medical Officer, United States Department of Homeland Security, Office of Health Affairs, and our commencement speaker. And Dr. Craig Phelps, President of A.T. Still University. So please welcome our stage party. You may be seated. I would now like to introduce some other very important individuals. First, our outstanding KCOM faculty, including emeritus faculty. Would you please stand? In the audience, we have some special guests. I'd like to introduce our new Senior Vice President, Academic Affairs, beginning July 1st, Dr. Norman Gevitz. Dr. Kent Campbell, Class of 1983, a member of the Kirksville Osteopathic Alumni Association Board of Directors, and his wife, Bonnie. Ms. Diane Oldfather, graduate from the School of Health Management, class of 2010, and Masters of Health Education, and serves on the board of directors of both the SHM Alumni Association and the ATSU Alumni Association. We also have with us Dr. Keith Frederick. Dr. Frederick is from the Missouri House of Representatives. Now, if I could ask all the graduates who are members of the military to please stand. We thank you for all you do and for your service. They received their commission this morning. You looked great out there on the steps. Thank you so much. Next, the parents and grandparents of the graduates, please stand. Parents and grandparents. We thank you for the support you've given our graduates and for entrusting them to us. It's been our honor and privilege to have these young men and women learn with us, so thank you so much. I know you've been a great support. Spouses, significant others, and children of the graduates, please stand. We also honor you and thank you. We'd like to extend a special thanks to Truman State University President Troy Pano for his hospitality in sharing Baldwin Hall Auditorium today for our commencement. I would also like all of those on the graduation committee who have made this day possible through all their hard work and planning to stand and be recognized. Some of you may already be standing, but please, the rest of you, thank you. So we thank everyone who's made this day possible, but the most important now I would like to introduce at this time is the class of 2013. This is your day. Please stand and be recognized. You may be seated. Just a few statistics for this graduating class. There are 176 Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine graduates, composed of 68 ladies, 108 gentlemen. There are 30 states represented, as well as 6 international students from 6 countries. We have 7 biomedical science master students today, 3 ladies, 4 gentlemen, which represent 6 states. And we're just thrilled that we have such a day to celebrate with you. They are a fabulous group of people, I can tell you. So it's now my great pleasure and honor to introduce this year's commencement speaker, Dr. J.D. Polk. Dr. Polk is a 1993 graduate of KCOM and serves as Principal Deputy Assistant Secretary for Health Affairs and Deputy Chief Medical Officer for the Department of Homeland Security. He began serving in this position in November of 2011. Prior to his work at the Department of Homeland Security, Dr. Polk was the Deputy Chief Medical Officer and Chief of Space Medicine for the National Aeronautics and Space Administration's Johnson Space Center, and an assistant professor in the departments of preventive medicine and emergency medicine at the University of Texas Medical Branch. He is the former State Emergency Medical Services Medical Director for the state of Ohio and former Chief of Metro Life Flight in Cleveland, Ohio. He was previously a member of the State Trauma Committee for the state of Ohio. He has been active in the local, state, and federal emergency services and preparedness planning throughout his career. In addition, he is a member of the American Osteopathic Association's Commission on Osteopathic College Accreditation, a fellow of the American College of Osteopathic Emergency Physicians, and an associate fellow of the Aerospace Medicine Association. Dr. Polk completed his residency in emergency medicine with the Mount Sinai Hospitals and the Ohio University System and is board certified in emergency medicine. Dr. Polk holds a master's in science and space studies with a concentration in human factors from the American Military University and a master's in medical management from the University of Southern California's Marshall School of Business. Dr. Polk has published extensively in the areas of emergency medicine, austere medicine, disaster response, air transport, aerospace medicine, and medical management. He is an attending emergency physician with the Emergency Medicine Associates Group, as well as a clinical associate professor of emergency medicine at the Edward Via College of Osteopathic Medicine. He is also an affiliate associate professor and senior fellow in the School of Public Policy at George Mason University. He has received numerous awards and commendations, including citations from the Federal Bureau of Investigations, White House Medical Unit, Association of Air Medical Services, U.S. Air Force, and has received the NASA Center Director's Commendation, the NASA Exceptional Service Medal, the National Security and International Affairs Medal, and the NASA Exceptional Achievement Medal. We are very, very pleased and honored to have him here today. Please help me give a warm welcome to our very own Dr. J.D. Polk.
If I had known I was going to be doing this speech, I would have done less in my career to shorten that bio, I think. President Phelps, Dean Wilson, Board of Trustees, faculty and staff, distinguished visitors, family and friends, and last but not least, distinguished graduates. It's a pleasure to be here with you today. 20 years ago today, I was actually in your chair this very day in this auditorium, and I think my biggest thought was, how long is this guy going to talk before I get my degree? So I'll get to the point. Things change over time. 800 years ago, people thought the Earth was the center of the universe. Just 500 years ago, scholars and academics of the time thought the Earth was flat and Columbus was in danger of falling to his doom when he sailed. 120 years ago, a physician by the name of A.T. Still, after losing several children and being distraught and in grief, thought there had to be a better way. You see, A.T. Still invented osteopathic medicine, and at the time that he did that, the current treatment for cellulitis or an infection of an extremity was amputation. The current treatment by the scholars and academics of the time for other infections was bleeding and catharsis. One of the most prescribed medicines during that time was arsenic. Families often had 8 children, but rarely did 4 of them make it to adulthood. A.T. was a bit ahead of his time. A.T. believed that the structure and function was interrelated, whether that design be it from the skeletal muscle system or whether that was at a cellular level. He believed that nutrition was important in aiding the body in fighting disease and that the body would do its best to fight off cancer and infection, but it needed help to boost its ability to do that. Those ideas were considered radical back then. Things have certainly changed since then. 20 years ago today, I was nervous about starting my internship. That was the thing that was foremost on my mind, was whether or not we had the right housing and apartment and beginning that new life. Since then, I was the chief of Life Flight, and I was the first to perform a study with the use of ultrasound on board a helicopter for trauma diagnosis. And I consulted radiology and folks like Dr. Willman, who, because I knew I was going to have a fight on my hands with the radiologist when I told them that I, as an emergency physician, was actually going to do ultrasound. And not only was I going to do that, I was going to do it in a helicopter. At NASA, as the chief of space medicine, I was in mission control when the space shuttle Columbia disintegrated over the skies of Texas with my friends on board. And I had the dubious task of telling the crew on the space station what had transpired. I also had the honor and the privilege of being the consultant in Chile that helped rescue 33 Chilean miners from what would have been their tomb 2,400 feet below solid rock. Now, actually, I became the assistant secretary and chief medical officer the Friday before the Boston Marathon. So I've been a little busy since then, but I've been very happy to be here. This is probably the highlight of my month, quite frankly. I sit with Secretary Napolitano, and I'm a frequent visitor to the White House in a never-ending pursuit to keep our nation safe. But I have to tell you that 2 weeks into my position in November and 11 was my first meeting in the White House Situation Room. And I remember thinking, please God, don't let them figure out that I don't know what I'm talking about and I shouldn't be here. After hearing the discussion for 30 minutes, it changed. I thought, please God, don't let me be the smartest person in the room on this subject. This past week, I sat in the Situation Room in the White House discussing the coronavirus and H7N9 virus in China and their potential for pandemics with the national security team. Beside me sat two-star General Doug Robb, who is also a physician. He was representing the Department of Defense. It wasn't until about halfway through the meeting that it suddenly dawned on me that Doug was also a DO and had graduated from the Chicago College. 8 people sitting around the table in the White House Situation Room, and 2 of them were DOs. The profession has come a long way in 121 years. So what's the secret sauce, I always get asked by residents and fellows. How did I get from that chair that you're sitting in to what I'm doing now? So I'm going to tell you Polk's list of top 5 things. Number 5 is never stop learning. The half-life of medicine is 5 years. That's kind of a bad thing considering how much you paid for your education, that 5 years from now, half of it's going to be out of date, but it is true. There will be new discoveries of new proteins, new synthesis, new drugs, new discoveries in physiology. Never stop learning. Number 4 is change happens. Embrace it. Healthcare will change. Your likes and dislikes will change. Your motivation will change. Don't be afraid of change. Meet it head on, anticipate it, expect it, welcome it. Number 3 is be passionate. Be passionate about your profession. Be passionate about your beliefs. Be passionate in your integrity. Be passionate with your family. Be passionate in your pursuits of medicine. Number 2, which you have learned here the last 4 years, is to be holistic. But when I say be holistic, I want you to expand it beyond mind, body, and spirit. I want you to expand it to leadership. I want you to expand it to your personal life. Be holistic in your career. Be a holistic leader. Be a holistic in your approach to your family. Make sure you cut out time for exercise. Make sure you cut out time for yourself. Be holistic in everything that you do. My number 1 piece of advice is part of your oath that you will take today. Despite what you've heard about osteopathic manipulative treatment or holistic mindsets or other things that separate us from the rest of the medical arts, I believe it's this one thing that separates us from the rest of the medical professions, and it's in your oath in the front page. There are 3 words, and they come after the word physician, and it says, and a friend. In my career, that is what has separated me and got me to where I am. Despite the fact that you will be called doctor for the rest of your life, I believe there are words that are much more important. Physician and a friend, I believe, are the most important things that you will be called. You see, a physician will write a prescription for Zithromax, but a friend will call you 3 days later to see how you feel. A physician will work to diagnose your condition, but a friend will pursue it doggedly and with tenacity. A friend is not afraid to touch you and to get into your personal space. An assuring hand on the shoulder, a wipe of a feverish brow, holding your hand while listening intently. A friend is not embarrassed to pray with you. A friend knows when there is more on your mind that you are not saying and is not afraid to ask you how your marriage is, how your work is going, how your kids are. As both physician and friend, you will be there when a parent loses a child. The physician part of you will explain what happened, but the friend part of you will be there without saying a word, because no word will console a parent at that time. A physician will be there when a patient crosses the threshold between life and death, and each of you will experience that. As a physician, you will ease their pain, but as a friend, you will recognize that they are scared, not realizing what lies beyond. So today, as a physician, you are about to be both physician and friend. I believe that's what separates you as an osteopathic physician from the rest of the medical community. It's certainly a charge that I have taken to heart in my career. So I wish you all the success of the future, but I wish you that success both as a fellow physician and a friend. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Polk. What wonderful words. We're just so grateful to have your presence here today. And if Dr. Phelps could please come to the podium to present the candidate for an honorary degree. Dr. Phelps, it is a personal pleasure and great honor to introduce our candidate for the honorary degree of Doctor of Science in Osteopathy.
There we go. The highest degree A.T. Still University of Health Sciences confer is an honorary degree in recognition of superior commitment to the osteopathic medical profession and for service to healthcare, medical education, scientific research, community service, and leadership in political or educational administration. We have 3 honorary recipients today. Dr. Polk, on recommendation of the faculty, dean, and interim senior vice president of academic affairs, and with the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree, Doctor of Science in Osteopathy, with all the rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
I told Dr. Phelps I wasn't sure I deserved the first degree, much less this second one. So I really appreciate it, and knowing this, how much this university means to me personally. I don't think you realize how much I appreciate this. Thanks a lot, Craig.
At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Michael Willman to receive the honorary degree of Doctor of Osteopathic Education. Michael K. Willman, D.O., completed his undergraduate education at the University of Detroit in Detroit, Michigan, and his Doctor of Osteopathy in 1965 at the ATSU Kirksville College of Osteopathic Medicine. He then did an internship at Ziegler-Botsford Hospital in Detroit, Michigan, before returning to complete a residency in radiology at the Kirksville Osteopathic Hospital, now Northeast Regional Medical Center. He also completed additional training in ultrasound at Bowman Gray School of Medicine and interventional radiology at University of Missouri-Columbia. Dr. Willman is certified by the American Osteopathic Board of Radiology and is a member and past president of the American Osteopathic Board of Radiology and the American Osteopathic College of Radiology. He is also a member of the American College of Radiology, the Radiological Society of North America, the American Institute of Ultrasound in Medicine, and a board member of the Journal of American Osteopathic Association. Dr. Willman served on the faculty of the Kirksville College of Osteopathic Medicine for over 30 years, where he was a professor in the Department of Radiology. During his time on faculty, he received the Max T. Gutensong Teacher of the Year Award twice, in both 1993 and 1999, and the A.T. Still Staff Award for Excellence in Teaching in 1999. Dr. Willman also founded the Sports Medicine Clinic at Kirksville High School, a program providing medical assistance at games for athletes, where he served as a team doctor. In addition to his service to the community and college, He has served as a medical officer from 1967 to 1969 in the United States Army, in a MASH hospital in Vietnam, and in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. Dr. Willman has taught generations of osteopathic physicians and has continued to serve the profession through the Northeast Missouri Osteopathic Charitable Trust that provides funds that support students and residents in training at Northeast Regional Medical Center.
Special honor with these next two honorees, two students, one putting you and one conferring a degree, a former student. So very special time for us. Thank you for all you've done. I'm going to confer. Dr. Willman? Dr. Willman? That's all right. And then we'll have you say a few words. Oh, okay. Dr. Willman, on recommendation of the faculty, dean, and interim senior vice president for academic affairs, and the board of trustees, by the authority invested in me, I hereby confer upon you the degree, Doctor of Osteopathic Education, with all the rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Wow. This is better than the Academy Awards for me. It's been a long haul, but it certainly was worth it. I'd like to thank the president and dean, former students, Dr. Polk, former student, the faculty, and everybody responsible for me standing up here right now. I also like to thank my wife. She's out there in that mess of crowd. She put up with me for a long time, 30 years, with the ups and downs of KCOM. I have a little message for the students. I was watching TV the other day and the news came on. My wife says I watch too much news, as when you retire you do things like that. But on the news, there was a survey, and it was the jobs or professions that created the most satisfaction in a person. And I was watching it. Number one was being a physician. And I thought, well, that's really cool. Here I am, a physician, and I kind of understand that. The second one came up and was a teacher. And I thought, wow, 2 for 2. I taught for 30 years. And the third one was a small business person. And Dr. Williams and I ran Kirksville Medical Imaging for 25 years, so it was 3 for 3. It was a tremendous thing. You students out there, I sat out there 50 years ago, and I have to tell you that what you have ahead of you is incredible. Don't let anybody take it away from you. Don't let anybody take it away from you. And I thank God that He put my feet on the path of medicine, particularly Kirksville, to start my life. Thank you.
Now it's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Paul Williams to receive the honorary degree Doctor of Osteopathic Education. Paul M. Williams, D.O., completed his undergraduate degree at Michigan College of Mining and Technology and his Doctor of Osteopathy in 1964 at the ATSU Kirksville College of Osteopathic Medicine. He then did an internship at Flint Osteopathic Hospital in Flint, Michigan, before returning to complete his residency in radiology at Kirksville Osteopathic Hospital, now Northeast Regional Medical Center. He also completed a visiting fellowship in interventional radiology at University of Missouri Columbia and additional training in neuro-MRI at the University of California, San Francisco. Dr. Williams is certified by the American Osteopathic Board of Radiology and is a member of the American Osteopathic College of Radiology, the American Osteopathic Association, the American Osteopathic College of Nuclear Medicine, and is a fellow of the American Osteopathic College of Radiology. Dr. Williams served on the faculty of the Kirksville College of Osteopathic Medicine for over 30 years, where he was professor in the Department of Radiology. Dr. Williams taught generations of osteopathic physicians and has continued to serve the profession and our students through the Northeast Missouri Osteopathic Charitable Trust that provides funds that support students and residents in training at Northeast Regional Medical Center.
Dr. Williams, on recommendation of the faculty, dean, and interim senior vice president of academic affairs, and with the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree Doctor of Osteopathic Education, with all the rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
I won't take much of your time. I do want to thank the people then most influential in me getting here. Margaret, our personal friend for years, my uncle Charles Harrison Williams, D.O., class of 53, my brother Hal Williams, one of my mentors, class of 1961, my partner Mike Willman, the best partner anybody could ever have for 30 years. My wife, Nancy Hutchison Williams, class of 65, and my two sons, Brian and Scott Williams. I thank God and I thank Jesus for being my Savior. And I'm so happy that I did what God wanted me to do, and that's why I'm here today. And thank you.
Congratulations to all our honorary degree recipients today. We're just so very happy to have them here. President Phelps, the candidates for the Master of Science in Biomedical Sciences have successfully completed the requirements for their degree. Upon recommendation of the faculty, I have the pleasure of presenting them to you at this time. Will the candidates for the Master of Science in Biomedical Sciences of the Kirksville College of Osteopathic Medicine please rise and proceed to the stage. Dr. Susowitz will now present the members of the class of 2013 to receive their diplomas.
James Clifford Baxter. Jennifer Diane Bubel. Carl Boehm. Jacob Lynn Hyatt. Michael McIntyre. Teresa Meyer. Ashley Marie Ryder.
Will the Master of Science in Biomedical Science graduates please stand for the conferring of their degree? On the recommendation of the faculty, dean, and the interim senior vice president of academic affairs, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree Master of Science in Biomedical Sciences, with all the rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
may be seated. Dr. Phelps, President Phelps, the candidates for the Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine have successfully completed the requirements of their degrees. Upon recommendation of the faculty, I have the pleasure of presenting them to you at this time. Will the first row of candidates please stand and proceed to the stage? Dr. Jeffrey Suzowitz will present the members of the class of 2013 to receive their diplomas.
Amenyedu Adover. Asif Jafar Ali. Jason Michael Altman. Andrew Anderson. Christian Anderson. Ezekiel John Anderson. Ryan Apolloni. Tareem Aziz. Mark Babcock. Arshia Beg. Corinne Anya Balint. Eric David Beal. Andrew Benbow. Brian Bentley. Amy Betzold. Samuel Betzold. Kathleen Biggins. Kirk Blaze. Eric Blummel. Misty Dawn Bowen. Ashley Nicole Brose. Christopher Broderick. Amanda Marie Brown. Abigail Brubaker. Julianne Jean Cameron. Daniel Child. Hannah Coram. Gregory Cox. Andrew Darwin. James Dawson. George Dignan. Agnieszka Dombrowska. Kenneth Dode. Lindsay Dode. Sean Kyler Dowling. Zachary Dredden. Mitchell Durante. Colleen Emge. Caroline Arango. Ethan Thomas Feuerborn. Valina Noel Fiscus. Lauren Elizabeth Fletcher. Tanner Folster. Nikayla Gallegos. Dustin Lee Gammon. Justin Blake Garrison. Christine Gavino. Amanda Gadite. Martina Giardi. Arindam Ghosh. Joseph Giancarlo. Courtney Gray. Elise Gugarich. Bradley Greer. Brian Grundle. Nathan P. Hanneman. Earl Healy. Elizabeth Ann Hill. Nicholas P. Hobson. Jeffrey Nanhao Shu. Zachary Hudson. Elias Heydrich. Matthew Charles Irvin. Kelly Isbell. Jacob Jackson. Anne Catherine Jacobson. Stephanie Jarnigan. Ernesto Jimenez. Stephanie Lynn Johnson. Adrienne Jones. Kaisa Elizabeth Jordan. Emily Leanne Kiesler. Nathan Carestis. Jessica Kim. Mark Kirkwood. William Koppel. Frederick Corpy. Jason Thomas Lanning. Brian Scott Lipinski. Jesse Lavin. Jason Lair. Lucas Lemons. Marcel Laterno. Ian Joseph Lewis. Stephanie Ling. Joshua Liroff. Elizabeth Lacanto. Jason Matthew Loden. Teresa Lorraine Loden. Tori Logan. Mikhail Lomais. Jason Thomas Losi. Kara Ann Lucas. Ashley Patricia McDonald. Jeffrey Allen Madici. Leif Magnuson. Heather Renee Martin. Ian Sidney Matthews. Brandon May. Ian McInnes. Elise Michaeloff. Paul Miller. Alan Robert Miner. Jaron Miner. Lauren Christine Mitchell. John Monk. Benjamin Meringue. Brent Aaron Murphy. Michael Musso. Jennifer Myang. Kei Nagatomo. Christopher Warren O'Neill. Jedediah Dunbar Oldham. Erica Olson. Judd Orgill. Ryan William Pappas. Rushi Parikh. Dina Patel. Stephanie Paddock. John Andrew Payne. Christopher Luke Peterson. Congratulations. Claire Philippe. Jacqueline Pollers. Whitney Pollard. James Lemoyne Potter. Greg Price. Muhammad Rahman. Vinay Rao. Natasha Richardson. Eric Daniel Robinson. Robert Calvin Root. Kevin Rowe. Heather Sammons. Daniel Mark Sandgren. Patricia Saravia. Jessica Schmid. Tara Schulte. Perrin Seekit. Kimberly Lynn Serbusik. Hirsch Rohit Shah. Joseph Schertz. Erica Sinclair. Matthew Smetana. Clinton Boone Smith. Isaac Samuel Sparks. Thomas Matthew Spears. Sean Stockler. Caitlin Stam. Tyson Stock. Erin Colleen Taft. Mehdi Tajuri. Leslie Tang. Nicole Tillman. Jane Sang. Neha Valeja. Rebecca Verhage. Kapil Vyas. Philip Stephen Walker. Aaron Christopher Walter. Sarah Ashley Warren. Jennifer K. Waters. Brad Allen Webb. Zachary Webb. Cody Weimholt. Madeline K. Werner. Sarah Westcott. Joseph Keith Whitman. Philip Joseph Wilson. Ernest Wong. Benjamin Woodhead. Danielle Lynn Woldrick. Dan Woolery. Bart D. Worthington. Darren Rady. David Lawrence Zank. Riley Zank.
Will our DO Physicians graduate please stand? On the recommendation of the faculty, dean, and interim senior vice president of academic affairs, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree, Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine, with all the rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations, doctors. We'd like to ask our DO graduates to remain standing, and any other osteopathic physicians that are in the audience or up on stage, please stand and join our graduates as Dr. Margaret Wilson leads us in the osteopathic oath.
Please read along from your program with me. I do hereby affirm my loyalty to the profession I am about to enter. I will be mindful always of my great responsibility to preserve the health and the life of my patients, to retain their confidence and respect, both as a physician and a friend who will guard their secrets with scrupulous honor and fidelity, to perform faithfully my professional duties, to employ only those recognized treatment consistent with good judgment and with my skill and ability, keeping in mind always nature's laws and the body's inherent capacity for recovery. I will be ever vigilant in aiding in the general welfare of the community, sustaining its laws and institutions, not engaging in those practices which will in any way bring shame or discredit upon myself or my profession. I will give no drugs for deadly purposes to any person, though it be asked of me. I will endeavor to work in accord with my colleagues in a spirit of progressive cooperation and never by word or by act cast imputations upon them or their rightful practices. I will look with respect and esteem upon all those who have taught me my art. To my college, I will be loyal and strive always for its best interests and for the interests of the students who will come after me. I will be ever alert to further the application of basic biological truths to the healing arts and to develop the principles of osteopathy, which were first enunciated by Andrew Taylor Still. Congratulations, Doctor. What a great group. Now, would the graduates please join me in recognizing our outstanding KCOM faculty. Next, it is my honor to introduce the president of the Kirksville Osteopathic Alumni Association Board of Directors, Dr. Rick Watson. He's a 1997 graduate of ATSU Kirksville College of Osteopathic Medicine with a specialty in family medicine. Dr. Watson also serves on the ATSU Alumni Association Board of Directors. So please help welcome Dr. Rick Watson.
It's an honor to be here today, give a few remarks, and induct the class of 2013 into the Alumni Association. It's been 16 years, but I don't remember what the alumni president said at my graduation. So I'm going to put it in the form of something that the graduates will understand, and that's a multiple choice question. And I'm going to make it even easier for you. I'm going to give you the answer. It's D, all of the above. The question is, what's important? I want to talk to you about 3 gives. And I hope you'll not only remember them, but take them to heart. The first is to give thanks. You probably wouldn't be here today if it were not for a spouse, parent, significant other, friend, professor, or higher power. Make sure, whoever they are, make sure that they know you appreciate them today. And so I don't forget, my family is in Dallas. They're watching the live stream of the ceremony on the ATSU website. Thank you guys, I love you. The second is to give back. Many people have given freely their time and knowledge in order to teach you the art and science of medicine. I spoke with a student recently, and they called 4 alumni in a town in which they hope to do a rotation. All 4 alumni turned them down. We have an opportunity not only to be ambassadors of the university, but also to educate future generations of physicians. Please don't pass up that opportunity. Also, giving back is supporting KCOM financially. I've heard a wild rumor that maybe 1 or 2 of you have school loans. I did too, 6 figures. Also a master's loan after that. I assure you, you will be able to pay them back. Did you know that tuition alone does not cover the operational expenses of the university? Our diplomas, yours and mine, are possible because of the generosity of alumni that came before us, as well as friends of the university. When possible, please be generous to KCOM and therefore the future generations of KCOM students. The last give is to give it your all. And I'm not talking solely about your career or your medical practice, but life in general. I learned the hard way 3 years ago that my work-life balance was completely out of whack. My then 8-year-old son told his friends that his dad didn't play with him because I was never home. My life's much more balanced now, thanks to him. Be great in your profession, but be awesome at everything else. Give thanks, give back, and give it your all. Easy to remember, and please take them to heart. Now, with the induction into the Alumni Association, as president of the Kirksville Osteopathic Alumni Association, and by the authority vested in me by the KOAA Board of Directors and Assembly, it is my pleasure and privilege to induct you formally as individuals and a graduating class into membership in the A.T. Still University Alumni Association and Kirksville Osteopathic Alumni Association. On behalf of the other university alumni worldwide, it's my pleasure and privilege to welcome you as members of the A.T. Still University Alumni Association. You may be seated.
Dr. Watson, thank you for those great words and reminding us of those things that are important to us. Dr. Wilson, thank you for the kind words and making things run so smoothly with your faculty and staff and all those at the university. And Dr. Polk, thank you for your address and your kind words and taking time to come and address our wonderful students. Today is one of the most important days of your personal and professional life. Several minutes when you walk through those doors, for the rest of your life, you will wear the mantle of a healer or scientist. More importantly, those sitting before you, next to you, and behind you, your friends, will support and continue to support you throughout your careers as you dedicate yourself to the most noble of all callings. You have what our nation, and in fact, what our world needs. As our founder, Dr. A.T. Still emphasized, and you heard today, finding disease is relatively easy, but helping our patients find health, that is our true mission. No one is better prepared than you. No one can do it better than you. Opportunities you have yet to dream await you to seize and realize. Our future is in your hands. You will do well. Until we meet again, congratulations and Godspeed.